My name's Leona from Supra Conscioussoul, and this is your North Node in Aries reading. So, for the highest good of all, Spirit, this is your North Node in your astrology chart, not your star sign. If by any chance you've clicked on the wrong video, you can watch it, it might resonate, or you can click on my main page and then you will find a star sign video for each sign for the month of August. They've already been put up. So this is for North Node in Aries. North Node in Aries. What do they need to know in the month of August for the highest good of all, Spirit? So there we go. We have the Magician as the old focus, the Fool, new start, Knight of Pentacles. What's interesting is that the Knight of Pentacles already flipped out when I was thinking about you lot's energy. So we have the Four of Swords. For you now, we have the Sun. Distracting you, we have the Ten of Wands. Helping, we have the King of Cups. Your new focus is the Page of Pentacles. We have, as you're ahead of you, we have the Star in reverse and the Five of Wands. So underneath the deck we have Justice in reverse. So there could be a situation I'm getting that could be flipped on upside its head this month, let's say. There could be a situation where you feel like things are not fair. Or it could be, this is the undercurrent energy. So there's a feeling of things being out of balance, things not being fair, possibly needing to stand up for yourself, because we have the Magician here, yeah? We have the Magician as your old focus. So the Magician is talking about using our will to manifest. So he sets his intention, yeah? He sets his intention in his mind, and it brings it down from spirit down into the universe, into the world, yeah? So that he can use it. So it's about having confidence. It's about being empowered this month. It's about moving forward with knowing that you have to this month, because there's a new beginning, yeah? There's a new beginning, and for that new beginning there needs to be an element of faith, yeah? There also needs to be an element of will, because if you don't know where you're going, how can you just go off and take that leap of faith? So it's about directing, looking at where it is you want to go with this new start, and then making plans towards it. Because like I said, the Knight of Pentacles flew out already. This was a jumper. So this is talking about you making steady progress forward, yeah? But I feel like it's slow progress, whereas the Fool is something that kind of wants you to take a leap, to take a jump. But you're still, like, a lot of you are still pushing forward with this slow progress of this Knight of Pentacles. It could be that in some senses, you're waiting for someone to see the value with the Knight of Pentacles. It's like you're waiting for someone to see the value in it, or you're just going to walk away. It's that kind of energy. We also have the Magician, which talks about not just taking a leap into the dark, a leap into off the end of a cliff, yeah? It talks about will, intention, yeah? Using the mind being the instrument that focuses, and there seems to be some sort of resistance. Now the Magician is also about communication, so there could be problems around communicating an idea, or communicating moving forward, or taking this new beginning, yeah? So we then move into you as the issue now, yeah? This is taking time to think. This is taking time to assess what it is that you actually do want, because the Four of Swords, it's about taking that rest before things get overwhelming with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is talking about a battle. It's talking about no winning. Yeah, so this is about taking some time to think about what it is that you want before the battle, because this card is also a casket that's made for soldiers before they go off into war, just in case they don't return. So in some senses, there's some sort of subconscious or mental kind of preparation, yeah? And then I feel you move once you have this sort of clarity. The clarity comes from the sun. It talks about new beginnings. It talks about joy. It talks about something that can radiate out to others. It can also talk about the birth of something new, seeing something in a new way now that the light's on it. It can talk about finding the joy once our animal instincts. If you're a female, it's the animus, and if you're a male, it's the anima. So it's your male, your internal instincts. So joy comes when you find the balance of that, and you're able to then move forward, yeah, with what it is that your instincts are telling you to move forward. Your animal, your inner animal, yeah. But it talks about just looking at something very clearly and with a lot of clarity, yeah? Kind of, it's almost like seeing it a new way. It's an awakening, looking at something in a new way, a new beginning, yeah? It's also 19, so it could be like, just, it can be, for some of you, it could be parting on good terms, or it can be that the relationship or whatever it is grows better and it has more abundance. We also have distracting you is the 10 of Wands, so there's a lot going on at once. You may not be sharing it with other people, and I feel that's why you're kind of trying to go into your own head and think about it until you've had this awakening. But it feels like, yeah, distracting you is that you're trying to take on everything. You're trying to be everything for everybody. You're trying to not show. You're trying to handle it. You're just thinking, look, if I can just get over this hill, I can do this. But there's this sense of that you could drop everything with this card, yeah? That this card can just make you just say, you know what, I've had enough, and just drop everything. So we also have helping you is the King of Cups. This is a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio card, but it talks about somebody that could come in for emotional support. It can talk about a partner. It can just talk about you also holding back your emotions from others, not communicating your emotions, being managing to not let things show. But we do have the Sun card there above that. So I feel like it will show. So we also have the Page of Pentacles as your new focus. Now the Page of Pentacles is all about seeing the value in this new thing, seeing the value in this pentacle, finding this object, this precious object, seeing something in a new way, yeah? Wanting to work on something, starting an internship, starting university. It's growing something past the level of the 10, and now you're wanting to put extra energy, extra focus into this. You're wanting to work on it. It's also somebody seeing their value as well, yeah? So, or seeing the value of something, somebody seeing the value of something, yeah? But the Page is a young energy, so they're not quite stable yet. Then we have the Star in reverse. Now, the Star in reverse can talk about lack of faith, lack of hope, feeling like it's not knowing what to do, feeling like it's not guided, feeling like you're not connected to the cosmic force in some way. But it also talks about there being a mental disconnect. So, there's some kind of blockage or obstacle to what it is that you're hoping for, because the card Now, we've got the Page of Pentacles moving forward as the new focus. However, the Star and the Five of Wands are talking to me about obstacles, about things getting in the way. There could be competition, jealousy, rivalry. Or it could be that your energy's just kind of dissipated, not knowing what it is you want. Because the Star is all about making a wish and then kind of going inside yourself and hoping for it. It's then it kind of manifests. It's that kind of energy. But there's none of that hope. There's none of that wish part of this. It's somebody's lost faith. And it's easier to put the blame on the obstacles in a way, yeah. But I see the Star card as that card where it's like somebody could be wishing, but they haven't. If they threw a coin, yeah, which is what the Page of Pentacles has. So if you threw a coin, is that what you're actually wishing for? Because if you got the reverse thing to what you was actually wishing for, you're gonna feel like there's obstacles there. Does that make sense? So you know what it is that you're wishing for once you flick that coin, because you either go or So I feel like for some of you, you don't know what there is a conflict between your emotions and your mental, yeah. It could be to do with the Mercury retrograde as well, because we do have the Magician here. So the Mercury retrograde means that we have to reassess things. We have to take a longer time to be introspective about what it is that we do want. So maybe we don't take a foolish start or a false start, let's say, yeah. It's better to kind of move forward slowly than take a false start in the wrong direction. So somebody's feeling burdened by their options. We do have them receiving clarity in the center, and the Sun in the center does promise hope. It does promise joy. It also promises better financial abundance as well, yeah. So the Mercury retrograde means that things might have to be reviewed, reconsidered, re-looked at, yeah. It's forcing us to be in this introspective state, yeah, before we can come out and make that move. So I feel like with the Star card in reverse as well, it could just be that somebody feels like they're not getting all that they're wishing for. They're not getting all that they desired. Then there's some kind of like, there's more to this, yeah. There must be more to this in some senses. But I feel like it's once you get your mind and your emotions in connection, then we're going to release a load of these burdens. Then you'll be able to be more in the energy of the Magician and taking more of a control lead within this, and knowing that you have the power to get away from anything that you feel is manipulative, to get away from anything that's not worth your time, to just kind of skip town. Is that kind of energy. Somebody feels like they just want to, something's not fair and they just want to get away from it. So I really do hope that has helped. If you'd like a personal reading from me, all the information is in the box below. Take care, stay blessed.